Nah, come on, chill. I got it. Oh.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah, he looks fine.
I don't know.
What's up, guys? Today, what goes up must come down. We are going to discuss falls, bails, and people who can't keep their balance. Welcome back. I am your host, Brandon. We appreciate you being here. Let's go down the line and meet our panel today. We got T-Bone over here from Discord. What's up, man?
What's up, guys? My name is T-Bone, and I'm a host of a show on Discord.
Richie?
I'm Richie Jackson. Oh, no.
What's going on?
I don't know. It's just terrible.
I love it. Tate Brown here holding it down. What is up, Patriots? I don't even know where the camera's over here. What is going on, Patriots? How's everyone doing? I am very happy to hear. T-Bone, what is your show called, though? I missed it.
So the show that I do is called The Drive-In, and it's on the Roman Nation podcast.
Let's go.
RiseOfMiddleAmerica.com.
Loaded of Patriots. I love it.
Awesome. And our producer.
And I'm Andros. I'm producing the show. So let's go.
Let's go. All right, so today we're going to get into some viral videos. We're going to get into some slams. We're going to show a couple of people who actually can keep their balance. But it's all going to be mostly falling because that's what people are into. So without further ado, let's open this thing up. Andy, why don't you get me... we got a cold open here that we were discussing about this motor crash. Yeah, play that video one more time for that intro if you could.
Wow.
The timing is horrendous.
It's astronomical.
Right. Yeah.
It's like a Rube Goldberg machine of pain.
Now, anyone who's ever skated a spot usually that's near a street usually has a guy looking out for him saying, don't go,
spotter.
don't go, stop, car, something like that. There was no warning. And
Well, it appears to
they
be Europe.
take out a poor pizza driver.
This is Europe. They have different, ways they do things.
How do you know this is Europe?
You can see the license plates.
Very intuitive. I wasn't even paying attention to that. I was more worried about the 5 pizzas that just got tossed to the side
you hate
in
to
that
see
box
that.
on the back
Yeah,
of the buggy.
that guy's party is definitely going to be no more.
If this is Italy, then that guy was actually probably killed following this clip for damaging pizzas.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Richie, have you been in a situation where your spotter has let you down?
That's a good question. Let me think about that.
Or were
No,
you your own spotter and ended up letting yourself down?
No, I almost got hit one time, just one time. And the dude that almost hit me got mad. And you know how that works? When
Why'd he
somebody
get mad?
I don't know. It always happens. Somebody runs you down, and then they're like, ah, and you're like, I'm pretty sure that was you. But yeah, no, only one time.
Once is enough, though, man. We've had a lot of run-ins with cars in the street. Pretty sure there was a time when I crashed directly into one, but the car stopped. I stopped, put my hands on it. Same situation. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
This is a 1999 Camry.
Well, it's always your fault, but it is.
Right.
Do you ever think about the timing, though? You're like, if I did like 3 more brushes with the toothbrush in the morning, I would have been dead. You ever think about that?
Right. Well, I was looking yesterday, obviously 25 years since Dale Earnhardt Sr. died, and like 5 or 6 laps prior, there was a major crash, and he narrowly avoided the crash. And everyone's saying, well, if he got caught up in that crash, he would still be here today. And it kind of relates to spotting and skateboarding as my assessment. I'm not a skateboarder myself.
Well, you mentioned Rube Goldberg earlier. I'm familiar with his machines, but I don't know much about the man.
I don't know. Is it two? Is it Rube and Goldberg, or is his name
It's one
Rube
guy.
Goldberg? It's one guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar with his machinery, but beyond that, I don't know. Maybe he's a compromised individual. Maybe he's on the Epstein list. I don't know. I don't want to make any accusations on the show,
It
but
didn't take long to get straight to the Epstein list.
it's true. I think that's where we should dial in.
Yeah.
Let's get into the most controversial, heart-wrenching topics. I think that would be the best thing to do with this fun show. Yeah.
What I wanted to say was there's a lot more Rube Goldberg-y stuff that's happened in skateboarding. People have literally built Rube Goldberg machines with
Really?
like pallets falling down like dominoes and everything kind of coming around. Yeah, it's been done a few times. But if you think that's Rube Goldberg, you ain't
Right.
seen nothing.
Has anybody ever like ollied over Rube Goldberg?
Ollied over the man himself?
Yeah.
I think he died in the 30s, man.
We're gonna do.
That doesn't mean that nobody could have done that back in the
Live
30s.
Rube. Cool. We're gonna do some live research here. Oh, I don't have Wi-Fi. Oh, I gotta turn my.
I mean, the
Wi-Fi on.
ollie was invented in like what, the 70s?
Okay, well, here's some skate trivia. Who invented it?
Oh, you got me beat there.
Yeah, he died in 1970.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah, so somebody totally could have ollied over
Rube
him.
Goldberg.
I want to say Mullen, but I'm probably wrong.
Mullen invented the flat ground ollie, but the original ollie is attributed to, come on now, Alan Gelfand. He was the first guy, because people were doing airs on vert ramps, but you always grabbed, and he was the first guy to just do it, no grab.
See.
But Mullen saw Gelfand and then went, I'm going to do it on flat. But Gelfand ended up trying to sue skateboarding itself because he was getting no royalties on the name.
Is skateboarding itself a company that's suable?
Yes. Well, that's the thing.
I don't think so.
That's why I didn't win, but because that was his nickname, Alan Ollie Gelfand.
That's why he didn't win, because there was actually nobody to sue.
I think that's the move, is if you would start making lawsuits against like activities. Like I'm suing walking, I'm suing driving.
That's like, I
tried to
dumped
sue
coffee in my
skateboarding.
lap, I'm suing coffee.
I'm suing coffee. Whoever's responsible for this,
Well,
they're
there was
getting
a
sued.
story that we Roma did cover over on the Roma Nation server. The show.
Shout out Roma.
Yeah, shout out Roma.
out.
Where there was a woman. She sued McDonald's
Yes.
because
Right.
the coffee was way
We
too
actually
hot. Apparently,
discussed this. I don't know if we discussed it on this show or another show. I think it was PCC, but we did talk about this recently.
Right.
And she got paid so much money, but she
Yeah.
also it was also said that she had third-degree burns from coffee. And I'm
which
like,
is
And I believe part of the
how?
lawsuit, to be fair to her, was the lid wasn't properly fastened as well. So
and
not
there was
only
no
was it,
caution hot label on the cup.
Yeah.
This is the start of the whole hey stupid it's hot.
and I threw
movement.
I threw an unpopular opinion, and I think I'm correct here. Is I actually kind of like that we have like a lawsuit culture, because you go to some countries and everything is like a death trap. Like there's open wires hanging everywhere, there's metal everywhere. I kind of like in the United States that if you slip up as a company, you just get sued into the ground, because it's like the alternative is Brazil. I don't think anyone else, we don't want to live in Brazil. That would be no
So
bueno.
you're into suing, you're into Karens.
I'm into suing.
You're
I'm into
into OSHA?
Karens.
He loves Karens.
I like OSHA. I'm pro OSHA, pro Karen, pro suing over scalding. Because I take the Tim Pool position where he made this case. It was on his morning show, and he was saying coffee. These coffee producers, your McDonald's, your Starbucks, they're setting the temperature of the coffee, anticipating that you take it back to the office before you enjoy it. Tim was saying, I like to drink the coffee in the car, as do probably most people, and it's
Same.
not ready.
Obviously.
It's way too hot.
If my coffee isn't burning the roof off of my mouth immediately, I'm not satisfied with it.
No, I'm very. See, this is the thing: is gingers. It's a genetic predisposition with gingers. Is we have a higher tolerance for electrical pain. So I could be electrocuted, have a slightly higher tolerance, but we have a much more. We have a much lower tolerance for temperature, so we're quite sensitive.
What do you think causes that? Was there an incident involving a power line in Ireland or something?
I think inbreeding probably. I think
Okay.
that's how most gingers come about, is inbreeding. Half of my family is from North Carolina, and if you know anything about North Carolina, the gene pool is quite shallow there. So I remember I was doing Ancestry.com, and I would have these technical issues because you would have circular data, right? Like it'd be a cousin, but also your uncle, and it caused a lot of problems.
Do you ever hear that song "I'm My Own Grandpa"?
No,
yeah,
never.
It
How does it go?
resonates.
I don't know it because it was just too complicated to learn. But there is a song out there explaining how a man became his own grandfather.
Wow.
Do you got any other facts about gingers that I may not know?
Do they
Those are the
steal your
two-
soul?
Those are the two big ones that I like
that's
to
a
cite.
well-known
I do
fact.
know
Oh, yeah.
I do know red hair and blue eyes is the rarest combination on planet Earth, and I do possess that.
Wow.
So
So you're 1 in a million? Or
I am one in a million, but it's a
million?
downside because when you're growing up as a ginger, I grew up in Memphis, it's a very black city, so you do receive a lot of vitriol. I know there's this supposed alliance between gingers and blacks, but that was certainly not the case when I was growing up. You drew the ire from the brothers for the most part. And then in addition to this, gingers are just not really perceived. Women are, but men have never been sexually desired for being ginger, right? It's tall, dark, and handsome is sort of what you desire. It's not pasty, weird looking hair, lower tolerance for heat. So Alan, maybe some sort of drive to make gingers sexy for men. I think I would appreciate that very much, because for women it's been around for years. The ginger woman has sort of been this desire for men for a long time. It feels like a form of a rare Pokemon card or something like that.
I mean, I feel like it's a desire because they want to steal your soul. I mean, they're just that beautiful, They just want to
Have
steal
you
your
been-
soul.
have
So
you
I
been
guess
with
you
a
guys
ginger
have to
woman?
do that.
I have not. No.
You don't do ginger on ginger?
No, it feels incestual.
That's a
It
hate
feels
crime.
like conflict of interest.
Interesting.
And gingers. I mean, I'm darker now. Obviously, on camera you can't even tell, but when I was a child, it was like bright red. And I think all gingers, we all kind of look the same broadly. So it would feel very incestual. My child would look exactly like both parents. And I don't know. That would just be weird. You would get some weird looks. Maybe not in West Virginia, but no offense.
West Virginia. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we want to get back into some videos here. Now, this next one that I want to go over is not so much the spotter's fault, but the skater's fault, in my opinion, for not seeing this coming. Let's check it out here.
Oh no.
Come on, man.
there's this thing that I've been getting into lately that I like to call I saw that coming.
Right.
Now, Richie, if you're skating this spot, is that not on your radar?
Yeah, but that wasn't even that bad. So what? He ran into a table.
Yeah.
Well, it's because he didn't land the trick that he ran into the table.
No, he landed it and then proceeded to crash directly into the obstacle that was in front of his landing area, which in my head means.
Are you saying could it have gone another way, or was it pretty much predetermined to happen?
I think internally he was thinking, okay, cool, I've got this narrow little area to land in. But he also was so committed to the trick that he just said to hell with it and ate the table.
Yeah, but that's fine.
I respect
He
that.
didn't get hurt.
Tell that to the restaurant owner.
Screw them.
Destruction
That's
of
the
property.
spirit.
I mean, like, granted, that's probably only what, like $100 or $200 in destruction.
Yeah, right. It was a weekend.
I
don't think any actual monetary value was put to destruction there. That was more like, hey, dude, get the fuck out of here. Somebody go pick this table up and reset the chairs.
Disruption. And depending on the restaurant, there's some restaurants that feel quite passionately about. I think the prosecution here should be the death penalty.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys are nuts. So what he ran into the table.
I've definitely
It's no big
had
deal.
publicly, not necessarily publicly, maybe privately, but properties that we have skated on where people have come out and threatened my life as if I
Yes.
were trying to rob them.
Right. Well, I mean, if that was a Panera Bread and I was in that Panera Bread, and I don't do this tough guy routine like I'm gonna kill that guy or whatever. But like, if someone came and disrupted my time at Panera Bread, which I consider like a very sacred, holy time, quite frankly, I would certainly be very upset, and I think some threats would be
We had
communicated.
one day we were skating outside of a church, St. Symphoros School, Chicago, South Side. The entire church, led by the priest, walked out of the church together and approached me
Wow.
and proceeded to to start an argument about the fact that we were outside skating. We were in the street. We weren't like on the church. It's kind of considered their grounds. That there's this big kind of compound thing that they have, and we were always there's like a little four set that we would skate on the side. These guys came out of the church, a full congregation of people, and came up to start arguing with 3 or 4 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
And they wanted license plate numbers, names. They're threatening us.
License plate numbers?
The priest physically attacked me. He pushed me. This is a white-collar priest. He's a man of God.
Priests
who
have never
decided to
physically
take
abused
physical
anyone?
violence upon a 15-year-old because he was skateboarding outside.
I mean, I assume that's the Catholics going off the name, going off the collar, and they don't play around about that kind of stuff. The Catholics,
No, they
really
don't.
get aggressive.
And we didn't play around with him either because we said, yeah, sure, we'll leave. And as soon as they went back inside, we went back to skating.
Wow, you're a
Did
real
they come
badass,
back
man.
out?
At one point,
Tough.
Wow.
Real tough.
Wow.
Real tough.
yeah. At one point, yeah. I mean, that was about the most that we could do outside of getting a battery charge for fighting grown adults who were Catholics in front of a church.
But they started it though.
Sure, but you're going to end up going to jail for it, not them.
The legal system is horrible.
Skateboarders are always in the wrong, man. There's no way to go around it. So we are obviously we're Thursday here, February 19th. We're heading into the weekend, and I wanted to do a segment about going into the weekend, finishing the work week, skating, relaxing, scootering, BMXing, whatever you do on the weekend, and having that kind of 40-hour work week hanging over your head going into it. So let's get to this montage here.
Ooh,
Wow.
the double. The double hit.
This is a testament to like, hey man, it's Saturday, I'm gonna go out and sesh. It's gonna be a good day. That's the first thing that happens to you.
This can only that sort of situation can only happen after a week full of misfortune, right?
Right.
It doesn't happen to you when you're on like
No,
you're flying
you're
high.
not. You didn't just get a promotion at work.
No.
You know,
That's
marry
a
your
reward.
best friend. You know, whatever sexuality they may be in this day and age.
Right.
You didn't win the lottery because you probably wouldn't have been out skating a round bar if you did.
No, this guy is definitely going through like a foreclosure, perhaps a divorce, and this compounds after
Yeah,
this.
like his parents just died in a car crash 3
Right.
days before this. He's trying to get his mind off of things. You know, he just bought a pack of cigarettes after he'd quit for 5 years. You know, everything's coming undone. And he says, I'm gonna try a board slide today. I think I'm gonna go clear my mind. I'm gonna try a board slide.
And then he lands the cigarettes from the back pocket, completely eviscerates
He catches
them.
a tray flip to the face.
You ever catch anything to
Absolutely
the face,
unfortunate.
Richie?
It's definitely better catching
Richie.
a tray flip to the face than to the shins. I will say that though.
I have got to disagree. I've caught many a tray flip to the ankle, and it doesn't hurt as bad as getting hit in the face with a board. You've ever seen the movie Kids?
Yeah.
I don't want that. I would
Valid
rather
point.
be shinned. Richie, what do you feel? You ever been hit in the face with a board?
I just
trying to
asked him
think.
that.
Yeah, a couple times because I was doing the whole like the upside
Your
down.
board or someone else's? Like where you attacked?
Mine. Well, no, I was doing the upside down tray, like where I was on my back, kind of rolling on this cart, and I did a hippie jump tray, and yeah, it sucked me a few times.
Got blasted.
Like the wood?
blasted
Did you
real
catch the
quick.
truck? The
Yeah,
wheel?
no, it just kind of nicked me, but because I was practicing it quite a bit, so that situation wouldn't eventuate, but it did.
Yeah, I've had those ones where I land on the tail and the board pops up, and you kind of
Oh, of course.
do one of these, and it flips past your face,
oh,
and
man.
you feel like you just cheated death.
I did see that happen one time to this guy. All he was doing was a flat ground melon. I remember. He was like, "Oh, you guys can't melon grab." Like he was being a smartass, and it did that whole thing. It popped up, and I saw like he just held his face and walked away. And I looked on the ground. Have you guys ever seen a tooth that's been knocked out, including the root? I was like, what's that fang on the ground? Like I was perceiving it backwards. It was about yay long. And it was like, I was like, he has fangs? And then I realized, no, it's the other way around. You're looking at the root. The entire thing came out. Yeah, it was so spooky. I was just looking at this. Why is there a fang on the ground?
And it's like, if you get your tooth knocked out, though, that's what you want to happen, is the entire
really?
thing to come out. And
you
then
just stick it
apparently
back
you
in?
want to stick it in a glass of milk and run to the dentist.
Yeah.
For them to put it back in your
Yeah,
mouth?
they just,
Can
yeah,
reinsert
they do whatever they do. They sanitize the tooth, and then they just pop it back
Why
in there.
milk, though?
I don't know.
And you,
Calcium.
Milk is good for teeth, right? Calcium,
great
I
for
don't
teeth,
know.
yeah.
Why
but,
not milk?
You know, it's like they
There's
say if
a
you cut
lot
off your
of-
finger, put it in some ice.
This
you
could be
know?
a 3 to 4 hour discussion on all the different utilities of milk in a day-to-day sort of.
Why do I feel like you have an encyclopedia of knowledge involving milk?
yeah,
I
whole
love milk.
2%.
I love milk, and I don't think it needs to stop at cows. I think we could discuss all sorts of milks, quite frankly. I've been, considered. I think milk aficionados, right? That's a lot to say. I think we've been called milkers.
How low down?
Milkers?
Yeah, as like like fans, right? Fans of milk.
How low down the mammalian scale would you go with milk?
With milk, pretty. I'd go pretty low.
Yeah,
Have
would
you
you
had-
go rat?
Where most people go low, I would go lower.
Would you rat milk?
I would certainly consider it.
There's an urban legend that if you wave your naked ass over a plate of milk, a parasite will descend from you and take a drink from it.
I don't know what your dad's been
Really?
telling you, man.
What?
Can we?
Y'all never heard of this?
Let's
No.
get a,
Y'all
let's get a glass of milk. We'll have Andy demonstrate this, and we'll see. Well, actually, we'll check everyone for parasites. I think we check everyone for parasites.
If you have milk drinking parasites exiting your ass like it's the movie Alien,
What?
I think you need to go see your physician.
Yeah, most definitely.
well,
Go
he's
see a
gonna
doctor,
have the
guys.
same application. He's gonna get a glass of milk out, and he'll say, "All right, drop the draw."
I want to believe it's true, but
I would
I've
just
never
tell
tried
hey,
it.
look,
'cause
man,
I'm
I already
too
did the
scared.
milk test. It's in there, dude. Just do whatever you got to do. You know?
Yeah.
Was it 2% or was it whole milk?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a very good question. I don't know. This is Andy.
Vitamin D?
Andy, does it matter what kind of milk?
I don't know,
Right.
but I'm too scared to try. So, I mean, if you want to try it, let me know if it works.
Yeah, I'm free this weekend, so yeah.
Speaking of weekend, let's get back into weekend videos.
Let's go.
We're going to go to some heroes now who thought more about saving the beer than they did themselves.
You gotta
Let's
save
get
the
into
beer.
it.
Come on now.
Wow.
Hey yo. Okay.
Now, there's a superhero kind of theme playing in the background for a reason because I did not see, and you guys let me know here, I don't see a single drop get spilled.
No, I don't.
Nope.
Either.
Not a single drop.
One would almost question whether that beer was actually open and he just fake sipped it, but if he didn't, that guy's a hero.
Right, he may have been one of these babies. Have you seen the new sippy cups where I think they call it a gyroscope? Is where it like kind of it doesn't actually it stays level and then the actual thing below it swivels. So there's this new product for babies where it's like a can or a bottle or these sorts of things, and then they have the actual bowl on the inside that doesn't actually rotate. So the baby is holding his Cheerios and he can do whatever he wants. Those Cheerios aren't going anywhere. They're weighted, so they're just staying level. When you put your two fingers on a can like that, right, you're holding it like that, it becomes a gyroscope of sorts. Like, look, I can do whatever I want. For the most part, it's not going anywhere.
It's like it's on a gimbal.
It's like it's on a
gimbal,
gimbal, yeah.
right, gimbal,
Yeah.
yes. So I think that was the technique he was utilizing was this right here. That's not going
Well, I think he
anywhere.
also had gravity on his side. One of those things where, like, if you ever, you flip the water bottle up in the air, you notice that the contents of the water bottle are suspended. They're not
Sure.
being controlled by gravity at that certain time. They're kind of just hanging.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel like there was that going on in the can to his advantage, and by the time he actually got that motion back, it was already heads up.
Sure.
And he was good on the recovery.
Yeah. I guess what I'm trying to get at is this guy clearly has an alarmingly high IQ for him to be able to make that calculation as he's going down.
Or he's an alcoholic.
One of the two, certainly. Yeah, one
Absolutely.
Of the two. Or, I think potentially a combination. I think that's actually quite a common combination is dangerously high IQ and like alcohol abuse.
Richie, I gotta go to you on this one. Have you drank while skating and gone down but attempted to save the drink over your own personal safety?
I separated my drinking and my skating after I broke my shoulder.
Was that because of drinking?
Oh, yeah. I was blasted just skating down the street in Santa Monica.
What'd you do?
Well, that's the thing I don't know. Well, do you ever have that thing where you're like, your brain registers, you go like, there's been an event because you are no longer, you're no longer vertical.
Did you just like wake up the next day like, oh, fuck?
No, well, I kept drinking and I had broken my shoulder and I was like, I remember I couldn't lift my arm past this point. But I'm like, come on, just power through. And I just kept going.
That was me after Annapolis, man.
That's what you have
right.
to
I
your
wasn't
face
even
to
drinking.
into it.
You gotta power through sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Absolutely crazy. I have a OneWheel that I was riding outside of work one time, and I had a Red Bull in my hand, and this is mid-work day. I'm kind of on my lunch break, decided to go for a little cruise real quick. And I slid, it was February probably, a couple years ago, slid on a patch of ice, knew I was going down. Just cracked this Red Bull and decided that it was more important to me that I maintain all of the contents of this can and just cause as much bodily harm as I can to make sure that the can survives.
Right.
I ended up bruising my ribs because I flipped and landed on my back, but I didn't spill a drop of the Red Bull.
Right.
I was in agony for the next 3 months. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't sit. I couldn't sleep. There was nothing I could do. It was the most uncomfortable thing ever over a Red Bull.
Right.
Hey, Red Bull's like what, $4 or $5 now?
Yeah,
I mean,
no, it
inflation is insane nowadays.
I mean, a Red Bull is $4 to $5. Presuming you were insured at the time, I think the copay could quite literally be less than the actual cost of the Red Bull.
Depending on your insurance, sure.
Yeah, so I think that was a
wise choice.
a financially sound decision you made right there.
Most definitely.
Looking back, I haven't really had cause to regret it.
Yeah.
No long-term injuries. You know,
I mean,
no
how
long-term
was the
damage.
Red Bull? How was the Red
Did it
Bull?
get
Oh, it was
dialed in?
delicious. It just hurt to drink, you know?
But you were probably so dialed in for the rest of the day, and who knows? I mean, the productivity that you had that day probably propelled you to this
It was
moment.
only hindered by the fact that I could no longer breathe or move.
Sure,
but yeah,
well,
the
you
Red
know.
Bull, I definitely had pep in my step after that fall. So
Let's
that's
see
off
if
the people who saved the drink. I think we got one more.
let's see how Unc did after that.
Hop on the hoverboard.
Oh, come on, Unc.
I got it too.
Nah, come on, chill. I got it.
Oh my god.
That was like in 1840, right?
Unc did not save the beer. We're gonna do this one more time. I was having a hard time figuring out if this was AI or real.
This seems like AI.
No, it's totally real.
Oh, it's real.
It feels like AI, but
AI wouldn't be able to get his arms correct the entire time when he's spinning. It would be a little janky. AI is still not that good.
Well, because the camera work is really good. The voices sound a bit weird.
yeah.
I'm really glad those things disappeared.
And the reaction was kind of weird
they're still
too.
they're still
No,
they're
they
still
are
out there.
not.
So
They
they're
were-
predominantly owned by young children now.
Oh yeah.
I think
Technically, you're not
we
gonna
need
see,
some
like-
here.
I
We
remember
need some.
the advent of the hoverboard, and they started exploding randomly. Do you remember this? And
But it was
a
only
big
for about
deal.
2 years
Yeah,
though.
yeah. That
And
was
I
at
think that
the
scared
beginning,
everyone.
the culmination of these.
It scared everyone. Is like I could die doing this because it could just explode.
Yeah,
below
the
my
batteries
feet.
that they put in these things are serious. They have the same thing with the OneWheel too. It's like don't overheat your battery, don't
Right.
overfreeze your battery, or don't store it in cold or heat.
Put it
for
in the
long
cargo
terms.
hold, not in the overhead.
Yeah, this is like will
Yes.
burn your entire apartment complex down type
Makes
shit here.
sense,
So, hats off to Unc. Pretty sure that ruined his weekend.
Yeah, I don't know if he survived that.
Have you guys ever tried the OneWheel back in the day?
No.
I ripped around once or twice on one, but yeah, it just looks kind of shit.
At any given point,
Brandon
I'm
is
usually
a
cruising around the
one-wheel
compound
advocate.
on one.
Yeah.
What happened?
I said you are a one-wheel advocate.
Yes. I advocate for OneWheel. They're illegal in Illinois, and I didn't care. I rode them anyway.
Why are they illegal
They're
in
illegal
Illinois?
in Illinois.
Specifically Illinois?
Everything is illegal in Illinois except
Well,
for
this is
weed
true.
now.
This is
like
true.
it's just like, and they only did that because they knew that they could take advantage of more taxes. You know,
Yeah.
And what are they doing with that tax money? Absolutely nothing?
finding ways to spend it and take more.
Oh, that's right.
Well, you
yeah.
see the Chicago Bears are moving outside of Fort Wayne, Indiana now.
Really?
Yeah.
They're gonna end up going to Arlington Heights, I think. I can't see the city of Chicago not getting burned to the ground if they move the Chicago Bears out of downtown
Is this like a sports thing?
to another state. Yes, the Chicago
Yes.
Bears are a very beloved football team that has not won the Super
Sorry,
Bowl
I
since
already
the year
lost
I was
interest,
born.
man. I'm sorry.
Hey,
That's
football
fine.
is pure American now.
That's completely okay. We're probably better off without you. Let's move on. I want to get to our next segment here, which is going to actually involve some scooting.
Hey, yo!
So
let's go!
I
Let's
threw
go!
these in here for T-Bone because he's our advocate scooter. So let's check out the first one.
Okay. Nice tail whip, kickless. Okay, and faceplant. Are you gonna get up, buddy?
I think he's dead.
He's dead? Oh no.
I think it's entirely possible that ended his life.
Wow.
This is okay. So this is exactly why I need to advocate for the helmets to cover the face, because this has happened to me multiple times. I have 10 concussions, guys. Like this, they need to make helmets that cover the face, but also allow you to talk to people.
Just wear a hockey helmet.
Wear a football helmet.
But
That's too big.
The hockey helmet at least has the glass in front of you, or like glass but plastic.
Yeah, and if that breaks, shards of that are going into your face.
Yeah, come on now.
But hockey helmets, in fairness, are meant to stop pucks, that are
700-mile-an-hour
going
pucks. So
very,
I don't
very
know, man.
fast. So hey, maybe it works. But here, at what point do you sacrifice safety for convenience and looks? Like, you want it to be ergonomically correct. You don't want to look like an asshole. You don't want it to be too gaudy, but it's also supposed to protect you. So where do you draw the line of I want the skin still on my face, or I don't want to look like an asshole while I'm skating or scooting?
This is the thing. You have to have different styles of scooter or skating, and you have to wear different things. If you're gonna try a trick like that and you might fail, dude, add some extra pads or something.
I mean, he looked like he was wearing the proper gear. He was helmet was strapped. I didn't see if he was rocking pads on the knees or the elbows,
I
but
didn't see that.
his face was really the only thing that seemed to take the impact there. So,
Wow.
and you don't see him get up. You don't see his face change. It makes me wonder how many layers of skin he lost.
Well, it seemed like a small pool of something started coming out. Like,
You're
I don't know.
suggesting he was shot midair and he was bleeding out, or what?
I think that's a possible. I think we can't rule that out. I don't think we could rule out. I have
Not
this
in
question.
America, we can't.
I'm at a table with obviously skateboarders. From the outside, we've been taught that there's this. We see this in movies and TV. Is that there's outright vitriol from skateboarders towards scooterers.
Yes.
Now, Richie, I mean, maybe you could weigh in here.
Juzzy Carter has changed that dynamic. I'm sure you're familiar.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, he is every skater's favorite scooterer, and I think, he's the coolest guy ever. He was definitely the first one I came around to, and he's a good buddy of mine. And I think he's made massive inroads to fixing the vitriol that you're talking about.
Right.
I mean,
But,
really,
look-
it was mainly rollerblades at first.
Yeah.
Really? I mean, I've only ever seen the skaters really hate the people who scoot.
Now, you know who skaters hate the most?
Who?
Other skaters.
That makes
Well,
sense.
now.
That makes sense.
And
It used to
BMXers who
be-
ruin the ledge.
It'd be
Yeah,
around-
it didn't
it'd be
used to
around
be like that.
sometimes.
Early 2000s, it was mainly we were going to the park, and if a group of BMXers showed up, it was, oh, fuck, there goes the day. Because now they're just going to sit here and just hop over things nonstop and never stop and never take a break.
I
And
have a
always get in
different
people's
take.
ways. Scooters were a short follow to that because they were right behind them, and it was just like, dude, come on.
No, I'm actually rather bike curious, and I'm down with the BMXicans.
These Mexicans?
Yeah, did you know they changed what their pegs are made out of for us?
Really?
Yes, they used to be metal, and that what Andy was saying about chunking up the ledges. They were like, okay, these guys won't stop itching. They made them into carbon fiber for us, and we didn't even notice.
Wow.
So they
Does that grind different?
end up destroying their pegs more than they destroy the
Probably,
ledges
yeah.
now?
They do.
For us.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Which,
Hey, that's something
I mean,
that the
hey,
BMXers
for
do.
us too, but I feel like that's also for them.
Yeah, well,
I mean, yeah,
I'm-
you got to buy pegs every now and then, but Jesus Christ, like you could still ride that ledge. You're taking chunks out of benches and ledges with massive, massive BMX pegs.
I'm a big fan of those guys. Tate Ross Kelly. Look him up if you ever get a chance.
Well, the metal pegs are also like heavy. The carbon fiber ones are just so much lighter, at least what I've seen, right?
Yeah, and getting hit with them is not fun. Getting hit with pedals is not fun. We're talking just massive gashes in your ankles and stuff like that.
Well, you know they don't call it a slam; they call it a crash, because it's more of a vehicle than a skateboard.
It is.
That's their terminology.
Yeah.
They don't say they
that
slammed.
makes
Bike
sense in my
crashes
head.
are
Yeah,
really
You go,
catastrophic.
oh, he crashed. Like you would never say that
Yeah.
pertaining to skateboarding.
Police
bike
get
slam.
involved.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really sound
You can
correct
trade
rolling off the tongue.
insurance. It's a whole thing.
Nah.
Now, my question would be with the carbon fiber pegs: is this causing problems for children? Because I remember being a kid, one guy had a bike that was like an Uber. Like you could hop on the back pegs,
Oh, yeah.
wrap around, and then he could take you wherever you need
That
to go.
think
still
the
happens
in-
nowadays.
I
What
think
does that
the
happen to
ins-
the carbon fiber pegs?
Well, I think
Oh,
the
yes.
inside of the peg is still lined with a metal that keeps it
I see.
uniform.
I would assume there's got to be some kind of a core so that it doesn't snap
So the
because you're
children
putting a
are
lot of
still
weight on
able
these
to
things.
get places.
Well, I can't ever think of an incident in which a carbon fiber cylinder came apart.
Maybe it could be made out of graphite. Somebody get Ian on it.
Oh yeah, maybe graphene getting involved.
That was a Stockton Rush reference that nobody got, but whatever.
That's all right. Maybe somebody out there got it, Richie. We never know. We'll find out
hard.
later.
It's hard
If
to
you
get the
did
reaction.
understand Richie's joke, leave it in the comments. I'm sure he'd be thrilled to know that somebody actually understood it. Let's go to the next slam.
Oh my gosh. Jeez Louise.
Is that Kellen? Oh no, never mind.
Very salient question.
Okay, I don't want to say that people need to have or we need to have a license
So,
what to ride these. Look at that, Richie. People don't know how to ride these.
A Razor
things.
scooter license.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think was that one of those
that was an electric scooter,
Okay.
either rentable or he owned it. But
I
most of
love
these things you
those.
can rent those downtown. Now, my qualm with this video is that his friends were set up. They were filming him coming across that street. They were ready. He's right in that position, and he clearly drives this front tire at the curb when
Yeah.
there's an apron there to ride up on that's
Yeah.
been flattened. So I think this
might
was
have tried
done
to
on
ollie it.
purpose.
Well,
I think
I've-
this was one of those things where it's just like sacrifice yourself for the views, dude.
I have seen that slam happen 1,000 times because people just ignore curbs. They think like, I ride skateboards. It's like, no, you have to be able to ollie up that curb. I've seen it so many times.
I want to run this one more time, and I want you guys to tell me if you think that this was premeditated or if this was an accident. Give me that one more time.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sam, what were you thinking?
See, that just seems staged to me, but watch this.
Wow.
You know what? Actually, the
Sam, what were you thinking?
now
He
that I
wasn't
see
even
it,
looking at the
he wa-
ground,
No,
man.
he wasn't. I think he was trying to go towards the yellow to
Yeah.
go up, but he just didn't turn in
He
time. What do you
ran
think,
out of
Richie?
talent.
I think it was a skill
Ran
issue.
out of talent.
Ran out of talent.
Skill issue for sure.
So we're going with accident over premeditation here.
Absolutely. One other interesting thing in the video is he lands on top of that sort of utility grate thing, so you can hear like a hollow boom when he hits it, which I think adds to the sort of feeling of pain. I would say like that.
Well,
really
the
just
die-cast metal is not
amplifies
going to
everything.
scrape as bad as that concrete is, and
But it just
concrete definitely
amplifies
is
everything.
thick.
Yeah.
So like it hurts more to land on something that has like a like sturdy base around
Right.
it than like something hollow. You kind of bounce off of it, you know. So I don't know if he was aiming for it. Either way, that's a terrible fall. And watch what the fuck you're doing out there on scooters, guys. I mean, come on.
Should they have a helmet to be able to ride these electric scooters like in New York
Oh,
and
this
other
is a
places
bunch of
like
drunk
this?
frat guys. I mean,
I
you
understand
think
that,
he's
but,
gonna
like,
put a
There is-
helmet on? You know,
Well, there's something to be said about, and I'm not one of these people. I'm a man of faith and these sorts of things. But there is an argument to be made about like the sort of Darwinian effect going into play here with the Lime scooters. Is it could potentially lop off a chunk of the pop because we do know that IQ is heritable, so it's hereditary. Hereditary.
incredible.
Look at the big
heritable.
brain on
Sure.
Tate.
So I could be one of these victims, I think, of the scooters. Is it sort of siphons off the lower IQ people, and I would be caught up in that, unfortunately. But
Richie, this gives me a thought.
eliminates them from the gene pool.
Heritable underwear.
Sure.
He's-
I like that.
That's all it took to sell Richie. He's just like, hell yeah, let's do it.
Can we have your face on it?
All right, moving on.
All right, so we all know in any kind of sport, when you've got that gang, there's always that one guy with the weird style in the group that is just doing the most random shit, and no one's saying anything because they're just like, let him cook. This next segment is going to be about people like that. Let's get into the first video here. In my opinion, this dude is giving maximum effort.
Oh,
That was smooth. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Water. Nope. Nope.
A little tail tap
Yeah.
there. Back.
That
He
was
didn't fall.
that was awesome. That's my favorite thing we've watched so far.
Yeah. Same here.
He
Same
did
here.
it. He did it his way.
Can we see the split again?
do it one
With
more
style.
time.
And that was my favorite part too. I actually do this little thing out on the mini sometimes, but not with the tail tap.
Oh,
That's
look at
new.
that.
That's kind of Benihana almost.
Stretch it out a little bit. Let the
Yeah.
boys breathe a little bit.
Let
Now-
the boys breathe.
Yeah.
I thought
That's-
that was fantastic.
Yeah. When I see stuff like that, I'm like, all right.
It
Fuck
reminds
yeah,
me
dude.
of it reminds me of Andy Anderson. Like a lot of the smooth tricks that he does. I definitely reminds me of him.
All right. I want to check out the next one. This is another instance of just random fuckery happening here. So let's check this one out.
What?
Wow.
Why am I being subjected to this?
Is he trying to learn this trick? Like I don't get it. What?
No, that was the trick.
That's an actual trick.
Yeah. So he had some ridiculous name for the combination that he just did.
Yeah,
It's
nothing.
not.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely
not.
nothing.
It's not a trick.
It has absolutely.
Don't let him
trick.
fool you. Richie,
Yeah.
tell him.
Next.
All of those tricks have no basis in
Next.
reality whatsoever.
I was impressed. I was
But it's a
thoroughly
guy with
impressed.
his own style, right? So the
You call
last
that
one,
style?
it's style is style, man.
It's
Can
a
you argue?
style. Yeah, it is a
Flat
style.
ground. That's not smooth. I mean, okay, your own style. I guess.
Style
so.
is style, man. You can't argue with it. All right, the next one I want to check out here. This is how I feel coming back to skating at almost 40 years old and trying to put a run together. Let's check it out.
Okay, smooth. All right. He needs a better videographer. Come on now.
Get this lanky prick off my screen.
So the guy's definitely tall. He's definitely a little bit older. Doesn't look like he skates all the time, but looks like maybe this was his return to skateboarding too. Like he used to really be fluid at all of these tricks, and now he's just trying to get by.
Because he's passing by all these like potential opportunities for a trick, and he's like, "Yeah, I could do that."
Yep.
That's kinda- he's
but
trying
the
to- he's trying
ones
to
that
paint a
he's
picture.
landing, he's barely getting away with. Like this tray flip, he gets both feet on it, immediately has to step off to the push, but it counts as a land because he's on it, right?
Yeah. Look, I was admittedly a little bit harsh earlier on, so I just want to make it clear that I have nothing against this lanky prick.
Apologize.
Is
to
he
him.
too lanky?
I don't know. No, it was great. It was great.
Hey, T-Bone's pretty lanky.
I know.
You gotta
I know.
some
Maybe
shit against lanky guys.
Something's going on.
All right. So, have you guys ever gone off on a tangent and just invented your own series of tricks?
Of course.
100% all the time.
We have the man who has invented all
All right,
kinds of shit
let's
on the
list them.
show.
Richie, how many tricks have
Slappy
you invented?
manual,
Actually,
Slappy
fucking
manual,
manuals.
big Richie Jackson trick.
I did. I don't know. Wait, I probably didn't invent anything of note. They're all side.
Honestly,
quests.
you're one of the first people that I saw doing the like off the board on your feet sliding shit and then like back to the board after your board is finished doing whatever it's
Primo
doing while you're
slide.
sliding.
No, I do have to
this
say.
is
I do have to say the first guy I ever saw do that was Eric Ellington. He's in socks.
Really?
And he does it over. It's in Baker 3. It's really quick clip in the intro to his part. And he's at a skate park. It's got a wooden box, and he does a sock slide. And I'm kind of like, ooh, like the board goes under. He's a hippie slides over, but he's in socks.
See, that's terrifying because like
Love
socks
that.
or even just bare feet. Like I'm not. I've seen people skate in bare feet. What's her name? Brianna used to skate around here in bare feet, and she would be doing like kickflips and shit. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing to your feet? Like, put some fucking shoes on that kid. Like, what's going on?
It's they call it Arkansas style.
Arkansas style.
Oh yeah, they don't wear shoes there. And I used to think that was like a mean stereotype, you know, people dunking on like Middle Americans, that sort of thing. And then I'm from Memphis, so we transit through Arkansas quite regularly. And I remember going to a gas station, walking out, and there was a gentleman with no shoes pumping his gas, and I was like, it's not a stereotype.
Hey, I drive with no shoes. It's more comfortable that way. Come on now.
No, I agree. I mean, there's zero condemnation for me. I think that if your feet have calloused over, then it provides a lot of utility. If you drop your keys, you can instantly grab it, throw it back up to you, monkey style. I think there's a lot of opportunity. When I see shoes, I see a constraint on opportunity.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring that up. You know how pads are lame, like knee pads, elbow
Yeah,
pads.
very gay. Yeah,
Shoes are just foot pads.
that's a very good point.
Can we change the name of shoes to foot pads?
I guess. I mean, it's kooky. It's real kooky. Like
I like
barefoot
the
is
new
how it's
name.
meant to be done. You know how the Olympics were performed naked? Like,
Yeah.
I think all skating should
Maybe a
just be
They're
thin layer of
technically
coconut
safety
oil.
devices.
Yeah, they are. That's what I'm saying. They're,
Like-
they're for wimps.
It
Like
is, yeah.
PSD, personal safety device.
No, PPE. Personal
Protective
equipment.
equipment.
Yeah.
Shoes fall under that category.
I
Yes.
think
They
they
should.
They do.
Hell yeah. I guess socks kind of do too. They're just
Oh
a
yeah.
little-
Oh, I need a layer. Loser.
Yeah, that's a very.
It's
good
too
point.
cold out.
That's a very good point.
The shit Richie says, I swear to God. All
'Cause
right.
we see shoes. I think people that are in the know see containment. We don't want to be contained. We want to be free. We want to be, agile.
I do the monkey grip thing all the time. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So,
You drop
toss it up.
something, just throw it back up.
Yeah, that's what all
Takes you back.
all those years of arboreal dwelling does for you.
Yeah, that's true. So true.
So we're going to go. The next segment I want to talk about here, we're going to give a nod to the people who actually have balance. I compiled a couple of things here that just demonstrate how people manage to stay up. And it's honestly impressive. This first guy has his shit together. And I want to go to this video really quick. You guys tell me what you think.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay. That balance is that done on a table in
Yeah.
his living room?
Yeah.
Wow. Whoa.
Why is he shirtless? Can we?
He's home.
In jeans.
You're lucky he's wearing pants. He's in his living room.
Richie, have you ever done something similar to this?
Yeah, except I did it with the 720 flip, not a 540 flip.
Ooh.
Motionless, like standstill.
Yeah.
That to me is harder than moving manual a lot of the time because you don't like you're fighting to control that balance going forward or backward. It seems like with most manuals, you really just are fighting that momentum to either drop your tail or drop your nose, but you're constantly moving forward. You know, so like staying in place. I mean, do you feel like it's harder to move in a manual than it is to kind of just stay where you're at with it?
I don't know. You know, the one thing I can't do is handstands. And a buddy of mine, he showed me. I was like, "Well, how do I learn it? Like, do I do it, standing still?" And he's like, "No, that doesn't work. And if you get rolling, it creates this weird equilibrium where you're able to do it. Like, it's almost impossible to do a flat ground handstand on your board standing still. But if you're moving down a hill, it just rights itself.
That's what I've been told too, and I don't
What's the
understand
principle
it.
behind that? Is that conservation of angular momentum? Like, what is it?
I honestly don't know.
Physics.
Like
Physics.
now, like with motorcycles, if a motorcycle is going down, they tell you to rev it up because the increase in speed kind of brings you back up to center, and that's how motorcycles operate. If you brake and you're going down, you're going to drop the bike. It's going to go down. But I guess that force is what keeps bikes kind of upward. Like
Forward
that.
momentum equals balance somehow.
Yeah,
It's very
that's why
strange.
when kids are learning how to ride bikes, they put training wheels on them because half the time they're scared to go anywhere, so they're slow pedaling, and that doesn't give them the momentum that they need to stay on the bike, so they just ends up crashing all the time.
Okay, show of hands. Who here had training wheels?
Oh.
Yeah, for sure.
I couldn't afford them. I had to follow like all the
okay.
rest of the
That's
poor
how I got my
kids.
first
So
concussion, actually.
Yeah.
I ditched mine.
I'm lucky I had a
rode
bike.
with no training wheels. Got my first concussion that way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All blood and everything. It was my sister's bike and everything. So I mean,
Oh, you were
she's-
riding the girl bike
well, no,
around,
hold on,
yeah?
hold on. She's 3 years older than me, so she was a lot bigger than me. So it was a big kid bike, right? And I got on it. I thought it was top shit. And
I had the same thing. I got really emasculated when I noticed that my sister, who was older than me, didn't have the training wheels, and I still had them. I'm like, I'm ripping these things off now. Like, I can't go on like this. That was
You'd
the
always
major
see that
thing.
random guy riding down the street on a girl's bike, and you always wonder, okay, is that his sister's or did he fucking steal that?
Right.
Like, that's not your bike, dude.
I feel like you can tell by the age of the person.
Or by the facial expression they have. If they're like they're
I
all
don't wanna
shady
do
with a
this.
hood up and they're riding real fast, looking around and shit, they stole that bike.
Do you guys ever used to stick the Coke can in your wheel so it sounded like a
Yes.
motorbike?
Yes.
It was
I was the
playing
coolest
cards.
kid on
I
the block.
loved
Come
doing
on now,
that shit.
Richie.
Playing cards. You could use playing card, put that in your spoke, and it was
Oh, I thought
turned
that was
into a
the coolest thing
motorcycle.
ever.
People hear you coming a block
Oh,
away.
that's amazing.
It was
Yeah.
that, and then when I figured out that you could turn your deodorant into a flamethrower, that's all we did for a while.
Right. Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Axe
yeah.
body spray for the win, man.
Oh, yeah.
Burn your goddamn house down.
Was it PCC where I was discussing the Axe body spray attack you can utilize on friends?
I
tell
think
me
it
about that.
was.
Yeah.
I don't remember what that entailed, though.
So
Well-
instead of pepper spray, it's Axe body
Well,
spray.
so I remember being a kid. This would be, I think the audience might find this interesting. Maybe they participated in this. Is you would have a room full of people and you would have a can of Axe body spray. What you would do, it was called Auschwitz. So you would get rubber bands, wrap it around the Axe body spray can so it's like perpetually like firing off the scent. Open the door, chuck it in there. Best case scenario, it's a bathroom, so it's really tight. Shut the door and yell Auschwitz. And this was common. This was commonly utilized among the youth, probably mid 2010s to late 20. Early
Did you ever
2010s.
pull this prank, Tate?
All the time. Yeah, all the time. The demise was wooden doors, believe it or not. Actually, it's quite unfortunate. But the crack under would sometimes provide a bit of reprieve, depending on which way the can was facing. But generally, the person that was on the inside when the Auschwitz attack would occur, they weren't the same, and they smelled very good. But that was really about it.
All right, let's get to the next part of this segment where we got a guy doing a medley of flip tricks here that are
Ooh.
highly, highly difficult in my opinion. And Richie, you can attest to this if you want to, but this guy manages to pull all of this off and land and roll away clean, and it's amazing for me. So let's run this.
Richie knows all about Jamie Griffin.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he's hands
He
down one of the
he got a little
Double
wobbly on
tray?
that last one.
he's hands down one of the most unique flip trick artists in skateboarding history.
He's
honestly,
bolts almost every time though, you know, like
Yeah.
He's got his trucks look a little bit looser, so he's got that kind of final turn where his weight is, but he's bolts like every time, dude.
How long does it take to learn all of these tricks?
That's
You'll
don't.
never learn them.
You'll never learn any of them.
A lot of that.
I'm not
he's
even
the
trying to
only
be an
guy in the world
asshole.
that can
Yeah.
do them.
Really?
Yeah.
This guy
Everything
is
he's
incredible.
doing now is impossible, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, there's people
me.
there's people out there that can learn his tricks, but this selection of tricks that Jamie Griffin uses is completely out of the.
Yeah,
Just
no, that was
insane.
fantastic.
Out of the norm, out
But
of
I
the
did
norm.
catch. I don't know. Is this forbidden or not? I don't know anything about sports wear, but isn't it frowned upon to wear Adidas track pants with a pair of Nikes?
Yeah, you gotta have brand loyalty. You gotta have brand loyalty.
To people out there that actually give a shit, sure. I'm Polish, so I mean, I come out
Oh, right.
dressed
Talk.
like fucking Sean Frasick half the time.
You're both
you know?
Polish, huh?
Unfortunately, no, very fortunately, very
Jeez.
fortunately.
I was
I got
gonna
a little
say,
Polish in me.
What kind of podcast is this?
we don't know.
That's
we have
a good
no idea.
question.
Yeah, what is?
It's
what is
whatever
going on?
it is,
The
day to day
The
now.
Polish show, I guess. Wow.
Well, hey, this is coming from the guy who started the show talking about gingers.
Yeah, redhead.
Maybe
Come
with a
on now.
ginger
You know, glass
Irish
houses,
podcast
glass
now.
houses, I suppose. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, let's get to the next one. Now, this one's kind of interesting because there are 3 people involved in this. There are 3 board transfers that happen,
Oh,
and one guy is moving at the other 2 guys. So let's check this out.
a little game of chicken.
They all transfer boards. Not one of these guys is riding away on the board that they rode up on.
And that is the
Oh, you're
best
right.
way of chicken best game of chicken I've ever seen.
Now, obviously, this guy, the guy jumping over, has a very difficult job here because he's got to split and get over. But these 2 guys managed to hop on this board without so much as getting up from this crouch stance, which I think is pretty impressive.
That looks like outwardly like a novelty, but that is extremely difficult and dangerous. You could totally get a face full of sack.
You could totally get a
Yeah.
face full of
Face full of
sack.
sack.
Absolutely.
You're not the same after your big face full of sack. Everyone remembers their first one, and it's like getting hit by a truck. You don't walk the same.
Everyone remembers their first Auschwitz.
That as well. That as well. Your first face full of sack. Your first Auschwitz. I mean, these
Richie, do
things
you
are
remember
all...
your first face full of sack?
Yeah.
Was it good time, bad time, both?
Was it Miami? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
How do you know about this? Was it your sack?
No, it wasn't mine, but it was a mutual sack.
Mutual sack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
A sack of I don't even know where the hell I was going.
Yeah, I was gonna-
I
we're just
think,
gonna move away from the sack
I think we
here
should
thing.
move on. Yeah.
So,
It's a bit traumatizing.
the last part of this montage, if you will,
I like that.
suggests that physics is only what we make of it. And I think this is interesting. Now, this doesn't have anything to do with any kind of extreme sports, but this is fucking crazy in my opinion, and a testament to knowing how gravity works. Let's check this out. Now, this guy is launched off the back of a moving semi-truck that is doing 80 kilometers an hour. And he comes to a complete standstill.
Nice.
because
I love physics.
they found a way to get him to the appropriate speed so that he hit 0
That was
off the
amazing.
launch.
Yeah.
This guy lands and does not move.
Wow. The slow-mo on that is phenomenal.
Not
How many tries do you think it took them to do that? Or that was first try and they did a lot of math?
If they did it right, this was a one and done. This isn't something that you're like, okay, well, we're just going to try it and see what happens. And if it's wrong, we'll try it again. This guy is being launched off a semi-truck at 80 kilometers an hour.
What is that in miles per hour? Where this is freedom units.
I'm
Come on now.
Not fucking French. I don't know.
Well, this is the thing.
Do they use that in France?
well,
you would know.
Well, 100 kilometers per hour is 60 miles per hour, so that was probably about 45 miles per hour.
a lot of people
Which is
like.
still terrifying in a semi-truck on the back of a bed.
Well, it's entirely counterintuitive. When people do jump off the back of moving vehicles, they actually try to go the other way because
Yeah.
that's what your brain tells you to do. But no, you have to run that way.
For
And
us
like,
Americans, it
go
is
as fast as you can and jump that way.
49.7 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So basically 50.
Yeah, we could
Basically.
say 50.
Yeah,
we can say
So 50 miles an hour off the back of a semi. Does this do anything for you guys when it comes to like movies? You know, when you see the guy back the car out of the moving semi trailer, you know, and he's like, it just picks up speed and he's gone. Like, does it seem like that's actually possible? Because I always thought that was bullshit. But if he's reversing at the appropriate speed, his car should just come out and stop. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but forward momentum because you still have the wheels turning as soon as you hit the ground. That's traction.
Yeah, you probably have to be in neutral.
Yep.
You know, or something like that. But it does, after I see that, it does seem like, holy shit, I feel like I could just back the car off of like a moving trailer and totally do some Gone in 60 Seconds shit with it. Anybody else?
Well, so if he's moving off, he's in reverse. While he's in the air at the right speed, the brakes won't have any. There won't be any resistance. So if you hit the brakes, the wheels should stop right away. Then that way you throw it back into drive. As soon as you hit the ground, wheels are stopped. Boom, you go.
Which I would
instantly.
probably have it in neutral. I would probably maybe get the car moving in reverse first, you know, see if I could use some of the truck force here, but get it in neutral before I go off. That way my wheels are kind of doing whatever they do when they hit the ground, and then pop it into drive and go.
I'm just saying, yeah, you're in the air, brakes, wheels stop, then throw it into drive, so that way they can't go back any further. Then as soon as you hit the ground, boom, then you can go right away. I think I have this right.
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah.
Tate has this.
Yeah, we gotta
crunch some numbers.
We should try it.
We need like an Asian. So
Let's
they can,
hit
like,
up
do math for
Michael
us.
Bay should know this shit, right? You got Michael Bay's number?
Well, I'm just thinking mathematics. Maybe we get Tim.
Oh, there's
someone with
a
Asian
guy in the Discord that
Asian heritage.
his entire thing is math.
We need to bring in the Asian math
We
on
need
this
like
one.
we need like an Asian guy right here, and if we have any of these questions, we can just just crunch that.
Do the
real
math.
Richie,
quick.
call Sam.
Yeah, where is Sam?
I don't know. Thursdays is usually Sam Day. We got no Sam today.
I guess not. He'll be back.
He'll be back.
He'll be back.
All right. So we got a little bit of time left. For the last segment I picked out for us, this is the fun one. This is people who not necessarily are doing extreme sports and still can't stay on their feet. They don't need any kind of help finding the floor. So the first one that I want to see, this also ties into the kind of weekend thing. Hey, we're having a good time. Everyone's drinking by the pool. I'm going to pick my wife up and throw her in the pool. Let's watch this.
Oh dear.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh.
This
He
guy
thought he was strong.
he tried to step up and absolutely lost it. This guy's massive.
He
Now,
runs for it. Look, he
I
makes a
love
break.
that there's no shame on his face after just tossing his wife over. He just dumps her. Like, now I don't know if these guys are actually married or not. I'm assuming, you know,
You wouldn't. I don't think as a woman you'd let some random guy do that.
I don't know. Women are crazy.
It's
But
true.
this guy does not
Yar,
seem
tis
to
no
have any
woman,
remorse.
tis a white whale.
Yeah.
That's a land whale to you. Come on now, Richie.
Fish out the water, yeah.
God loved her so much, he made a little extra of her. That's
I hate obese people.
Got to make sure that she got back in the water though, Richie. Come on now. You saw
I think
that.
we struck a
That's
nerve
true.
with Richie Jackson here.
They're
You're not
disgusting.
into the morbidly obese, huh?
No. It's like, you know why? Because you're watching. It's watching a suicide. You're like, can you not kill yourself in front of me?
Right.
Can you have a little bit of decency?
That actually,
point.
to me, looked like attempted manslaughter.
Yeah. I don't know.
She wasn't trying to kill her. Well, maybe she was. She made the decision to get up there in the first place.
Hmm.
I don't know that I would have been like, yeah, pick me up first, even though I'm like 300 pounds. And
400?
then,
Oh, no,
and
no.
then step up to the diving board, and hopefully you can squat that amount and then make it off. I don't know what they were going for, but I'm pretty sure his plan was to get to the end of that diving board and jump off of it with her on his shoulders.
Have you guys ever been in a bakery and some fat fuck is buying fat fuck treats for themselves in front of you, and you're like, the right thing to do here is to intervene and say, "Ma'am, I'm sorry. I
always
know
a
this is,
lady.
I know this is gonna hurt, but don't do it."
Right.
But
always
if you
a
did
lady,
that,
too.
I think you have a responsibility
Yeah.
to that. That would be like seeing a very gaunt person heating up a spoon. It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Sir.
I like that you use the word gaunt. That's incredible.
Right. Yeah. You have a responsibility to then step in. And I think it's the same thing. I think you
Yeah.
would go up in there and say, let's stick with the celery sticks. You
Exactly.
Know? Yeah.
But then you're like, well, I can't say that. Like, Lord knows I'll be on the
oh
news.
my
You know.
gosh, yeah. Can you believe it's utter woke nonsense? That's what it is.
All right, boys, it is time for our final montage. We are going to run this, and feel free to react in real time. This is a little bit longer. It's about a minute or so-ish clip of some of the best falls that I have seen so far this year. Let's get into it.
Oops.
Oh, wow.
It's always old white women.
Oh, my gosh.
Always old white women.
People be falling so funny sometimes.
Oh!
Go, Grandpa!
Oh, he didn't fall.
Oh, thank God he didn't fall.
Oh!
Oh, that's a nice face plant.
I just lost 3 fingers, dude.
Ay!
Somebody call an architect.
His house fell. Oh, he's broken into their house.
2 houses in one day? Come on now.
Oh!
3 houses in one day, Tate.
What is going on?
Both the shoes
was
came off on
there.
that
Both
one.
shoes.
Both shoes.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, come on. Why weren't you holding on to the railing?
Oh,
Holy
no.
shit.
Oh, they're just breaking homes.
I think they need to
Was
go
he
find
stealing
Sir
those packages?
Isaac Newton.
Oh.
Give me. I want to see this again though, because she eats it right after him.
Wow.
What a bunch of clumsy fools!
Like
They need to go talk to Sir Isaac Newton and figure out how gravity works.
now, there's content creators out there. There's this one chick that I've seen that does these falls on purpose and makes them look as ridiculous as possible to make everyone in the area kind of feel uncomfortable and oh my god, are you okay? Are you okay? But she stages all of these falls. Now, she makes the falls look like this, but these people were actually falling like this. Intense falls, causing property damage, causing physical harm to themselves. And this is, in my opinion, all just a testament to having really, really poor judgment or really, really bad balance. What do you guys think?
I think I could have used some cats. Could have used a cat.
You wanted
or
to see a
two.
cat fall?
I agree.
Yeah.
But they can't because they'll always land on their paws.
Exactly.
Right.
But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's extremely rare to see.
Good luck,
Do you
dude.
know, when you see an animal mess up, it's way funnier than a person.
That is
'Cause, like,
true.
you're meant to be agile. What
Yeah.
are you doing?
Yeah, you're supposed to have like survival skills.
Exactly.
No, yeah,
If
now
you
at
see a
this point,
dog
you see an
mess up-
uncoordinated
Yeah.
human. No one's surprised to see an uncoordinated human.
And the dog always looks like incredibly embarrassed after he
Yeah.
messes up because like that's your thing. You're
Yeah.
supposed to be able to survive. A human being, like we're a little clumsy.
And dogs seem to kind of fuck up more than cats do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and
When
dogs
cats
like,
fuck up, though, they get out of there. Like
but
instantly
dogs
they're
like
gone.
destroy things when they
Yeah.
have mistakes. Yeah, like.
But they
break
don't
a
know they're
table.
making the mistake. That's the best part. You know, a dog grabs a running hose and comes into the house with it. You know, we've all seen it. It's like, look, I got the hose. I got the hose. He doesn't realize he's causing hundreds of thousands of dollars of property
Right.
damage
and
to
I
his
think
owner's
the dog
home.
should be on the hook for that. Quite
Yeah,
frankly.
absolutely. I think
Yeah.
he should have to get a job.
To
The
sort
dog
of
get a job.
Yeah, like the rest
I
of us.
agree. To steelman some of these people's misfortune, when ice is on the staircase, I think all bets are off. Quite frankly.
Just so that we're sure, we're not talking about immigration enforcement. We're
No.
talking about actual ice.
No, I would like to see that. No, I'm referring to like the actual frozen water. I don't care who you are, all bets are off when the stairs get iced over.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand the railing. It doesn't matter. Like it feels like it's always going wrong. It's
Well,
unpredictable.
and that's another thing that I always come back to is like, didn't you see that coming? You didn't salt your stairs. It's all ice. You didn't grab the railing. You went out and just gung ho, dick out, went for the stairs. And I don't think you can be surprised when you bust your shit.
Right. And if they do have their hog out while they're exiting the home, I think there's something to be said about that. It could provide some counterbalance. I'm not sure. We'd have
All
to
right.
expand
Like a
on that.
third leg?
Potentially, depending on who you are.
Baby arm.
Baby arm. Yeah, that's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richie, what do you call your little Jackson? What do you call it?
Big John Gray.
He has a last name.
Yeah.
Mr. I've heard Mr. Winkles. Mr. Winkles is something I've heard it being referred to in the past.
Mr. Winkles.
Yeah, I had a buddy. He would say, "I got to take Mr. Winkles for a walk," and he was talking about going to pee. Yeah.
Take him for a walk.
Yeah, take Mr. Winkles for a walk.
Mr.
Meant he had to go to
Winkles.
the bathroom. Yeah.
Was he like challenged or something?
I think he was Polish.
Oh, shit. All right, well, me and Andy are going to go home and nickname our junk, I guess. If you guys have any nicknames for your wiener, drop it in the comments below. We appreciate you hanging out. Let's go down the line really quick. You guys tell us where we can find you on social media.
Guys, I am T_bone322 on the Twitters, and I host a podcast called The Drive-In at riseofmiddleamerica.com.
Richie.
I am the Feech. THEFEATCH. The Feech.
I love it. X and Instagram at real Tate Brown can give me a follow.
Andy.
I am Andros. You can find me at Big Andros on Instagram.com. All the links to my music are in my bio, and thanks for dropping in with us today, boys.
Unblock me.
And I am your temporary host for the week. While Cody is gone, he will be back next week. My name is Brando. You can find me at Brando Inverted on Insta and on X. Thank you to our panel. Thank you to Andros. And thank you to you guys for tuning in. We will see you next time. Peace.